I want power because I want a name. Forget it. Not this end time. God is too serious for that kind of joke. I want power because I want to also be a... If not because you know me, you can ask all those who travel with me for ministrations. Most times when they come to receive us, sincerely, those who do not know me don't even know who is apostle. Because I just jump down with my earphone, polo and my jeans and all of that. Most times they may think it's Victor or Mike or somebody, and they are like, good afternoon, sir. Then they see them maybe holding my luggage or something, and then they don't know who to greet again, and they are wondering, sorry, who is apostle? They are trying to be careful. Can you be that open with people and yet secured in yourself? Or must you tell them, no, I lead the way, walk behind, or go forward, and then after they are finished with you, then I show up, say I'm the one. Wrong understanding that came from culture, we incorporate it into ministry. Are we together now? Yes. Valued. If you are in a relationship here, God is asking you a question tonight. Have you given your partner or your husband, not even a love relationship, it could be anything, business, ministry, like Koinonia, have you communicated value? Whenever people stay close to you, whenever people talk to you, do you give them an idea that they are important? Especially when they don't have anything to contribute to your life. If I have something to benefit from promise, it's easy for me to treat him well. Because if I don't treat him well, I will not get what I want. But can you treat everybody alright? Some of you see the way I greet some of these our children that come around. You see all of them run and come to hug me. I'm telling you, if you know the way I love these people, I do that because I love them passionately. They don't have anything to give me, whether financially or otherwise, but I love them sincerely. You see the way I greet people. I never look at somebody and I'm looking at his hand. Okay, I'm seeing you holding a brown envelope. This way, sir. And then you come, and then the way I hug you, I say, I like if we have 5 of you in Koinonia, I'll be happy. Then the other one who says, man of God, even the transport right now to go down, I came from Gaskia. You don't want those kinds of people. Value. Value. Number 2. Tabitha, I use you again. You have to be able to give people value, a sense of value. Number 2, mutual honor. The second key to maintaining all kinds of relationships is mutual honor. Two-sided honor. Two-sided honor. Dr. Mike Murdoch defines honor as a celebration of your uniqueness, not just a recognition of it. An open and public celebration of your difference. Now look up please, especially brothers. Let me show you where you have been missing it unconsciously, especially in relationships. And this applies to all those who have had some level of influence, whether you're a pastor here, head of department and all of that, because, or business people, anybody that has any measure of success. The position that God has put us tilts us to be victims of this. We like one-sided honor because we think that one-sided honor creates a potential difference enough for people to see where we stand against the person who is honoring us. And so we are embarrassed to show two-sided honor. So if Tabitha comes right now and then Tabitha gets down on her knees, no, she, maybe to say, oh man of God, I appreciate you. I make sure that I leave her there to be clear enough to those who are watching. They don't know me, but I deliberately leave her there. I enjoy the honor generously. Are we together now? To a point that it becomes a humiliation for her. So if it is prayer, just a simple prayer that I was to say, God bless you, it changes to another prayer and I shout it deliberately. Lord, I pray for this. And everybody turns. Who is this guy kneeling down? Oh, apostle. One-sided honor. You see how we create tensions in our relationships? You see how we create tensions in marriages? Are we together now? Honor must be two-sided, brothers and sisters. A man cannot be there calling his wife, telling everybody she's a nice lady, and looking and saying, my wife, this is my wife, wonderful lady. I mean, all the things men say, she's my this and that and that. And then the woman is not looking for an occasion to reciprocate. She's just there smiling and receiving it as if the man is a thief standing close to her. You find a way of reciprocating the honor. Are you seeing why people get frustrated eventually? Because the lady is doing what she thinks is the attribute of a virtuous woman, and the man is just absorbing it as a right. There are people in this Valentine right now, for instance, is only the lady who is thinking of doing something for the guy. We have been drumming this thing since last week. Valentine is on Sunday, but the guy will act as if he doesn't know anything. Also, it's even, you know, the way ministry is. Guy, this ministry self, honestly, Apostle said this is a year of multiplied grace and influence. Walk, 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 walk. Aside from relationship, what of mutual friends? I've taught the heads of department to love themselves and appreciate themselves, and you see that in their attitudes. They honor one another. If you see Benga treating Nas or Abiodun, you may look and think, why is this guy doing this? Then another occasion will come and you will hear them. You see the way they walk. Listen. I want you to learn this. Honor is mutual. True honor is mutual. Even when it's obvious that there is a gap, there is a difference, there is a disparity, you must create an occasion to honor them. During my birthday last year, many of the children that are little ones that come to greet me, when they came to greet me, I appreciated them sincerely, and when I did, they wrote me a letter. They came together and wrote me a letter. Now, I'm not the kind of person who will sit down and be writing letters, but when I was so touched, and I said to them, they came together to do this. I had to write them a letter again to reply it and to drop. That was my honoring them. Honoring their idea of value for me. There are people who send me recharge card. Oh, man of God, you have blessed my life. You may not know me. And I respond back to them. I appreciate what you're doing. I truly, truly appreciate it. Every time we meet as leaders, most times I begin my talk with them by saying, guys, I appreciate you. It's easy for people to see what is happening in Koinonia and think it's just Joshua Selman and the anointing upon his life. But you are the ones who make things happen in the secret. And I appreciate them. Do you take out time to make your honor mutual? Or is it one-sided? Every time you are the one, everybody is saying this and that too. Oh, Pastor Femi, you have changed my life. And Pastor Femi says, are you joking? You think I'm just fasting and praying for nothing? So there is tension when there is no mutual honor. When I honor Tabitha and she knows that I do it from my heart and I will do it openly, and Tabitha also makes it as a point of duty. When you watch Dr. Polenenche and his wife, every time he's talking about his wife, she stands up wherever she is. The moment he's giving an example, she will stand up and remain standing till he finishes. And every time he comes up, if it's his wife that is going to preach, she must be the one to introduce her. How many of you have noticed it? He will come up and say, we're about to receive from the woman of God, not my wife, from the woman of God, Dr. Mrs. Becky Enenche, and she comes up. Mutual honor. I want to appreciate my husband, the man of God, and he's there just boiling and sitting down, and he comes up and says, don't mind my wife, let's go to the word. As if, what is the meaning of that? No, you take out time and you are generous enough. Not flattery, but let her know you appreciate. Let me tell you something. Listen. Learn this, especially for great leaders. Every idea about your wife is a reflection of what you gave people. Are we together now? Every idea, if I belittle Benga, I belittle Abiodun or all the heads of departments and all of them there, it would transfer to them. You know why you honor them very much? You honor them because it was deliberate to create the platform. You dishonor me, they will rebuke you because they love me and they know that I honor them. Are we together now? You must learn this. If you are embarrassed to honor your spouse, husband, wife, the person you are in a relationship, you are embarrassed. The person cannot, maybe doesn't have that kind of social orientation, right? The person is not yet rich, this and that and that, and you are ashamed. No, that's a shame. Mutual honor. And this must not be what you do in the open. You can do it any other way. You have a business partner, you're working together, you may be smarter than the person, but you take out time to tell the person, look, I appreciate you. I know that I have brought more money in this, but look at your creativity, your discipline. Hallelujah. As a pastor, you have your assistants, you have people there. One time you come up on stage and you're like, my goodness, did you hear what Pastor Soso said? I mean, this is a revelation that blew my mind. It's a way, it looks childish, but you are honoring him. He's impressed that he was able to bring a revelation that even his superior was impressed with. Not that you come up and you say, you know, in 93 when God was showing me what this guy was saying, I'm even impressed you've learned it fast. What are you doing? It looks like you are endorsing your GO-ship, but what you are doing is that you are killing the people. We do this a lot in Africa because of this our mindset. I've made it a point of duty to honor the people. Ladies, you don't have to marry first to honor the man God has put in your life. Don't say even God knows. God sees the heart. Men look at the outward appearance. So you have to find a way of communicating it openly. Honor. Mutual honor. Can I use it for one more example? Thank you. Hallelujah. The third key to maintaining relationships is God blessing us tonight. Now this is very serious. I want you to pay attention because I'll spend a minute or two, 5 minutes to talk on this area. The third key to maintaining relationships is clarity. Write it down. Clarity and definiteness of motives, roles, and expectations. Clarity and definiteness of motives, roles, and expectations. This is probably of the three one of the biggest reasons why any kind of relationship will not be able to stand. There's too much ambiguity in many relationships. No clarity, no definiteness of motives. Listen, back to our example. I'm with Tabitha. I am so close to Tabitha. I love Tabitha so much, to an extent that if I see any guy, even if it is worship team song for next week he's giving her, she will notice the frown in my face. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you this. If you are close to a lady, you've not asked her out, but the moment you see another guy with her, something strikes your heart is already connecting. You see, the first way we accept things in Africa is denial. The first way we accept things in Africa is denial. We deny until the denial makes a fool of us, then we admit it. Thank you. Are we together now? So, who is Tabitha to me? When you see us in the restaurant, it's me and Tabitha. Now, there's nothing wrong if you have, yes, you are friends, of course, compatibility. But brothers and sisters, there is an invisible line between general friendship and friendship that is becoming intimate, supposedly heading to a relationship. Are we together now? Listen, please, write this down. And ladies, hear this counsel and be happy. Avoid undue closeness if there is nothing defined happening over a period of time. Avoid undue closeness. If there is nothing happening, nothing defined happening over a period of time. I counsel ladies and guys and brothers and sisters, most and many of the heart-shattering experiences of people is because of assumptions. Who is Tabitha to me? I'm with Tabitha all the time. I claim nothing is happening between me and Tabitha. We talk for 2 hours during the day, 1 hour in the night, 30 minutes before morning. Are we together now? Now listen. I may not have intended for a relationship. Tabitha may not have intended for a relationship. But the truth of the matter is that the way we are going is becoming clear that we are becoming too close for just general friendship. Are we together now? A lady just comes to hug me and I come back and Tabitha now cracks a joke and says, I'm seeing all of them. But I know she's not playing. She's taking that thing seriously. It's already a sign that she's becoming, I want to say economically committed. She's becoming emotionally committed. Listen. There is nothing, you see, one thing with ladies, brothers, let me tell you a very big secret about ladies. It's not very easy for ladies to be committed emotionally. But when they do, they can do it to a fault. So you have to be careful. There is a level to which a lady becomes so committed to you. The day you now summon courage to look at her and say, look, Tabitha, I really appreciate this, our 2 years of coming to Koinonia every day, every time we sit in the same seat. But I think you heard what Apostle said in Koinonia. We really have to talk about this. And listen, this thing right now, say you know there's nothing, Abi. What do you expect her to say? There's something. She'll say, well, it's all right, there's nothing. And then she goes back. 1 hour later you are calling. How are you feeling about it? My brother, you too. Ask yourself, what are you doing? Oh, come on, you should clap for me here. He leads me and guides me to the city up above. He leads me and guides me to my place of destiny. He leads me and guides me to the city up above. He leads me and guides me to my place of destiny. Listen. So clarity of motives. Listen. You see, another danger of clarifying motives is promise may be looking at Tabitha. This is the house of God. Are we together? Promise is looking at Tabitha and he's praying. He's discussing with Pastor Femi. I like this lady. Are we together now? While that is happening, I'm here blocking every space. You see what we do sometimes that we don't know. Because promise cannot be fighting with me. We are brothers. I will say it. We are brothers in the house of God. Now, I'm here and promise assumes that this guy is already there. Okay, I love the lady, but I mean, the kingdom advances. Even if it's not me, I'm happy because the person in her life. So at the end of it, this lady does everything, graduates, says no to every godly brother that has vision and can ask her out, waiting in expectation for who? Joshua Selman. Are you seeing that now? And then at the end of it, then you now say, I think I should start considering a relationship now. And she's smiling because in her mind she's saying, wow, this guy is ready to take this our thing to the next level. And then all of a sudden, some guys even get so bad. You keep talking with the lady, you keep doing everything, and one day you just find out that the guy is already seeing the parents of somebody else. Whereas every communication with this other sister is still intact. Nothing changed. There was no sign. Now, brothers, you may be doing it sincerely, but I'm telling us this, we have to learn, and it must stop.